Guides. Everyone who decides to develop their psychic abilities has a guide assigned to them. They are spiritual beings who have evolved to such an extent that they have left behind all the bias, prejudice, and human conditions that often hold us back. They are one of the purest forms of spirit. They will not lie to you. They will not tell you how to live your life. And odds on they've been waiting around for ages in the hope that you would pick up on the impulse they've been sending you, that it's time to look into spiritual development. So when you finally get around to looking into the possibility, they are galvanized into action, trying to get you to the right person to help you. There is no such thing as coincidence. In my experience, when you decide you want to tiptoe into the world of psychic and by extension, inner spiritual development, it's already decided who you should be taught by and work with now and in the future. A guide will, at some point in your development, show themselves to you. Some people do have Indians, nuns, and Chinamen. Your guide will show themselves to you in a way that is acceptable to you. If you have a deep interest in the North American Indian tradition, then your guide will take on that persona, so that you are immediately comfortable with him, which makes perfect sense when you think about it. Other guides appear looking like biblical figures for the same reason. If you had a Christian upbringing, you may not immediately take to a guide who looks like an Arab. Some guides appear in modern dress, suits usually. This conveys authority and experience. If you would be happier seeing your guide as an angel that will bring you comfort and reassurance, then that's what you'll see. Guides all have a sense of humour, which when you look at the material they have to work with, it's just as well. A friend who shall remain nameless to protect her shame from public view had previously been scathing about so many people having Indian guides. To her abject embarrassment, when she saw her guide, he was a North American Indian. She has since revised her opinion and still squirms with embarrassment when she thinks about it. Your guide will show themselves to you when they feel it's appropriate to do so. You can ask him or her to appear, and one day this will happen, but it may be years. And you are very highly likely to see them during a deep meditation first, or in a very powerful, very vivid dream. A guide will not allow you to become dependent on them. Their aim is to guide you through your spiritual development, not every other aspect of your life, otherwise you'd learn nothing, and it's life experience that significantly contributes to you being a good medium. Guides are not with you every minute of every day, and you can go weeks or months without feeling their presence, and this isn't because you've been abandoned, it's because you're doing just fine as you are. If you've got fed up waiting to hear or see your guide, you can hasten the process a little by asking aloud or in your mind their name. If nothing comes immediately to mind, then it's perfectly acceptable to name your guide yourself. Just say to them in your mind, I would like you to respond to this name. And when you use the name you have chosen, you will eventually feel someone listening. In sitting and meditating, we are trying to raise our vibrational rate in order to have contact with the spirit world. Those anxious to contact us will be trying to lower theirs, so we hopefully meet somewhere in the middle. Working on ourselves through meditation makes this much more of a possibility. Every time you meditate, you are showing that for you, communication with spirit people and your inner development as a spiritual being is important to you. You are making what is known a statement of intent that will be noted and acted upon by those in spirit who aid your development. If you only manage to meditate for 10 minutes a day, it's better than nothing. You can meditate when reading a book on spiritual subjects. When you're doing that, a signal is sent out and reaches those in the spirit world that you're on their wavelength. and they're very likely to try to make their presence felt. A guide, a doorkeeper as some people call them, never ever sets out to frighten you. Your imagination can do a good enough job of that all on its own. You can send out a prayer for help to your guide any time you need it. Be specific about your needs. The truth of your problem and the need for a resolution will already be known to them. But because you have free will, your guide cannot step in to help you unless you ask for it. I say be specific because prayers are always answered, but not always in the way you would want. For instance, you may need some money, but you don't want to have an accident tripping over a paving slab, ripping your knee open, and then having to sue the council for it. If you ask for money, you're more likely to find that someone will offer you a better job, leading to more money. Or you may find something in the house you forgot you had, didn't realize it was worth anything, put it on eBay and make some mint. Prayers are answered in a way that helps you to help yourself. We are here to learn to be better people, to do the best job we can with whatever life throws at us, or whatever we get ourselves into. If you try to avoid or go around, under or over a problem, you will always make it worse, as well as prolong the agony for yourself and possibly other people. Face problems head on. Ask your guide for help and direction, and when you stop floundering around in a panic of your own making, a solution will come to mind. Sometimes, in cases of extreme distress, your guide can turn up in person, when you are sufficiently developed, to let you know that events are unfolding exactly as they should and to stop worrying. I know this as a fact because mine has physically turned up several times. I'm now going to take you through a short meditation to be within reach of your guide, and you can be certain that they know you're doing this and are watching your progress. In order to initiate contact with the spiritual world, the act of visualizing or imagining is very important, because this helps to stimulate the clairvoyant process that may be dormant within you. By doing this exercise, you will see just how clairvoyant you already are. So just take a moment to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Close your eyes and follow my voice. You're just concentrating on your breathing for a minute, just to calm you. Any images you see will be in your mind. No one's going to turn up in your front room or your bedroom while you're laid there with your eyes shut. Just easy breathing. Peaceful. Now just hold in your mind the image of the sea. You're standing on the shore on a warm summer's evening, watching the waves rolling towards you. As if the effort of greater movement is too much for this summer's evening, the waves break on the sand and lazily stretch out to hug the shore before rolling back to the ocean. Just watch the waves rolling back and forth in time with your breathing. You will now see that in the distance a small boat is making its way toward you. This boat is coming for you. There is a man at the helm. As the small boat comes closer to the shore, the man smiles at you in recognition, and he is at once familiar to you. Feeling safe and reassured, you climb into the boat and settle down comfortably. And he turns the boat out to sea. The ocean is calm, the sun is warm. You are comfortable and relaxed. You have reached an area out to sea where there is no land in sight. Take a moment to look around at this wide expanse of sky and sea. You are in a place of quiet, of peace and inner contentment. The man who is with you is your guide, letting you know that he is with you at all times, a driving force for good, for your inner development. Take a moment to give thanks for the help and guidance that you have been given in the past and are yet to have in the future. Very peaceful, very calm, completely at ease here. Any outward sounds will deepen your sense of relaxation and psychic awareness. Your spirit mind, the part of you where psychic ability resides, is open, receptive, and relaxed. You can ask now to be shown your life plan. Ask how best you can help other people, and how you can best help yourself to be the best person that you can be. When I count up from 10 to 1, you will come out of this relaxed state fully awake and refreshed. 10, 9, 8, 7, coming back to yourself now, 6, 5, 4, feeling refreshed and energized, 3, 2, and 1. When you feel ready, open your eyes. You can do this meditation as many times as you wish. Each time you do it, the greater the sensation and imagery you will have. Good luck. Thank you for listening.